Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is the weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, the 16th of September, National Guacamole Day, National Cleanup Day, National Gymnastics Day. Were you ever in gymnastics?
No.
My sister,
I was in dance.
Julie, was in gymnastics. I remember going to a lot of those meets when I was a kid. National Working Parents Day, National Step Family Day, National Play-Doh Day, National Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day, Responsible Dog Ownership Day, Puppy Mill Awareness Day. It's weird that those are both on the same day.
Yeah.
Boys and Girls Club Day for kids, and Mayflower Day. Sunday, the 17th, National Professional House Cleaners Day, National Monte Cristo Day, Wife Appreciation Day. I appreciate you.
Do you?
I appreciate you every day.
Okay.
National Apple Dumpling Day, Constitution Day, Citizenship Day, and National Dance Day. All of those things happening this weekend. And this week that's coming up, Monday the 18th through Sunday the 24th, is Organ Donation Week. And our guests today, two of them, are going to be talking about kidney donation. Going to chat all about that coming up.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. According to a new survey, Gen Z prioritizes sleep more than previous generations, but tends to fall asleep while using their phones. The poll of 2,000 U.S. adults, found that 68% of Gen Z regularly fall asleep with a phone in their hand. 47% doze off in the clothing they're wearing. Other fun findings in the survey include adults of all ages. Top things people think about to get a good night's sleep are their favorite moments of the past day. Do you ever do that? It's kind of thinking back of all the cool things you got to do that day.
Yeah. I mean, usually when I'm saying prayers, I kind of
saying thankful for this. And other things they think about is their partner or their family. And sadly, 36% think about work. Gen X is the least likely to fall asleep with their phone. That's me. I'm not hardly ever, once in a while, but not often. 22% of Gen Z turn on a fan as part of their nighttime routine. That's Heidi for
that's
sure.
me.
21% put on a sleep mask. 36% of millennials take a shower or bath before bed. And 38% of people describe themselves as early birds. 22% say they're night owls. I've got all of these in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know the old saying, opposites attract? Well, maybe not. Psychological researchers found no compelling evidence to make that case. Years of reviewing several million couple case studies spanning back 100 years. A report from the University of Colorado Boulder says the team analyzed more than 130 personality traits, things like political allegiance, substance use, even sexual history. They found that in a vast majority, between 82% and 89% of those traits, partners were more likely than not to be similar. They determined such traits as political and religious attitudes, level of education, and certain measures of IQ showed particularly high correlations. Researchers say they hope their findings will encourage people to, quote, learn more about how and why people end up in the relationship they do, end quote. I would say we're not opposites, but we're not exactly the same.
No, we're opposite in a lot of ways, but...
See, I disagree and you agree. So
but
she just proved
in the important
to be
things,
wrong.
we are not
There
opposites.
you go. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Christine Baumgartner back in the news. She's been ordered to pay her estranged husband, Kevin Costner, $14,000 in attorney fees. So, yeah.
Yikes.
Well...
It's going to cut into our $40,000 a month rent budget.
Yeah, that's right. That was from, I don't know, the other day. Oscar-winning actress and women's rights activist Patricia Arquette will receive the TIFF Groundbreaker Award at the 48th edition of the Toronto Film Festival. I think that's actually happening now, or maybe it just happened. I don't know. I got this little story here a while ago. I've never really been a big follower of when all these different things happen.
Me either.
That's like when somebody's talking about the Grammys and the Oscars and the Emmys and all that. I'm like, I know they all kind of happen near each other, but I never get too involved in all that stuff. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. A Delta Airlines flight from Atlanta to Barcelona was forced to turn around after a passenger had, we'll just say, a really bad time in the restroom.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, things were not going well in there. And they're like, okay, well, we're going back. How bad of a time would you have had for them to turn the plane around?
Yikes.
This is an international flight.
I've actually heard about this. It sounds like it was very
Atlanta
bad.
to Barcelona. That is a long flight. Everybody else on that plane had to be furious. So I don't know how far away they were when they, did they just get away from the airport and they came back? But I don't know. What a bizarre thing. All right, we've been doing these Would You Rather. We've had several of them. So, all right, Heidi, would you rather be in a real-life version of The Walking Dead or a real-life version of Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would get me a pet dinosaur. Maybe not a pet. Would you rather get a face tattoo of your choice or a tattoo in a discrete area chosen by somebody else?
A tattoo chosen by somebody else.
In a discrete area?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that later today. Would you rather have to shave your head or have your nose pierced?
Nose pierced.
I would shave my head. Would you rather live your life with tasteless food or live your life with no friends?
No friends.
I got no friends anyway. I'm going to at least eat well. Another, would you rather have a lot of time or have a lot of money?
I would rather have a lot of time.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you have a lot of money...
Money makes no sense if you don't have time.
You can't even enjoy it. And our final, would you rather be trapped in a romantic comedy with your enemies or trapped in a horror movie with your friends?
Horror movie.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were going to say. All right, this has been your scoop of the day. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. This coming week is Organ Donation Week, and I've got not one but two amazing people joining us on the phone right now. Bethany Shields, living kidney donor and fire department volunteer, and Ron Siarnicki. He's the executive director of the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, and they're doing something to help. Ron, first of all, thanks for joining us.
I'm glad to be here with you to tell a little bit about our program.
And then, Bethany, thank you also for doing what you're doing. This is amazing.
Thank you.
So, Bethany, what was it that made you decide to become a kidney donor?
So I grew up in a firefighter family and got to watch how selfless most of them were, giving up anything at any point in time of the day, which led me to knowing a true legend and hero in our area who needed a kidney. So I decided that since they all help everyone else, if there was a way that I could help, I was going to. So I went and got tested, which took about 4.5 months of various different blood tests and imaging and different scans and things, and found out that I was a match, and showed up and told him that we were going to have surgery to do a kidney transplant for him and get him on the road to feeling better.
I love that. Bethany, you are an absolute hero.
Thank you.
And Bethany, I love that you, as a hero, get to help another hero because your kidney is going to a firefighter. And I think that's really cool. Ron is the executive director of the National Firefighters Foundation. Ron, how long have you been doing that, sir?
So I've been with the foundation for 22 years, and part of that is, of course, honoring the fallen firefighters across our nation, but also working to help save firefighter lives through programs that reduce injuries and death.
And let's talk about the connection between kidneys and firefighters.
The foundation has a partnership with the Knox Company. They make fire safety products, and so we have interacted with them in helping save firefighter lives over the years. But then we learned that one of their team members has a need for a kidney transplant. She's in desperate need for that. And as we learned about her story, we also then learned about firefighters out there that are in need of kidney transplants and the issues they've had with waiting on a list to get healthy again. And so we said, well, this would be a great way to share information about the need. There's over 100,000 kidney patients that need a transplant out there. And so we wanted to raise that awareness, and we figured what better than to start with caring, giving firefighters, as you heard with the story that, we want to help our own, but we want to help the community as well, because that's what we do each and every day.
I love that.
And so we thought raising awareness among the firefighting community would be a good place to start.
I agree. It is phenomenal that you're doing this. And again, 100,000 people on that list, and I'm reading here that 3,000 new patients are added every single month. So that is a big number. And think about the number of people right now that are listening that probably could be a kidney donor, but maybe had never even thought about it. So Bethany, you have gone through this process. You are a living kidney donor. Is it a difficult process to do?
So it's not really difficult. The first step is to just get tested. And what that is basically just getting some blood work to find out overall how healthy you are, what kind of blood type you are, and kind of your general circumstances. So it is a lengthy process. It's not super tough. You go to a couple different appointments, see different specialists, and get basically what they call is the best physical of your life. They will go through your entire health history, both now and for the future, to see if you have any predispositions. And if you don't, the process takes about 4.5 to 5 months, depending upon how quickly you're able to go to those appointments. And then after that, they kind of determine if there's a need, where the need is, and how you could fit that bill.
Well, Bethany, thank you for stepping up and helping out. And Ron, thank you as well for all that you and your organization do. Thank you guys for taking the time to chat with us about it today as well.
Thank you. We appreciate the opportunity.
Again, if you would like to learn more about how you could become a kidney donor, again, this coming week is Organ Donation Week. You can learn more at kidney.org. And I have a link directly to the transplant information. There's a page specifically for that. I've got a link directly to that one in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Chinese, saying yeehaw means you need to use the restroom.
Okay.
But they get very confused if they go to a rodeo. Everybody has
like
to
that
know.
poor guy.
Wow. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Ancient Greeks would not eat beans because they believed they contained the souls of the dead.
Oh.
Wow. Interesting. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Dogs judge people's trustworthiness and will stop listening to a person if they prove unreliable. Oh, wow.
That could be why our dog doesn't listen to us.
Yeah, our dog hates us. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Kissing can cause tooth decay. Well, how much kissing
I
are
have
we
heard
talking
that.
about here? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Most reality show contracts take away the cast's right to sue if they're portrayed inaccurately. I've heard that before.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, that's why you probably won't ever see me on one of them reality shows. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. Fewer than 1 in 3 adults can do this without looking like an idiot. What is it?
Oh,
I think I can
know.
do this, but I probably look like an idiot.
What?
Use a yo-yo.
Oh, yeah, I can't use
Fewer
a
than 1 in
yo-yo.
3 adults can use a yo-yo without looking like an idiot. So I can do, but I can't do it forever. So at a certain point.
I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, and I probably still look like an idiot. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
All right, time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. This is an oldie but a goodie. So I didn't find any weird news for today, but I was like, you know what? I've got some stuff that I've been saving a while.
Okay.
This is from 2019.
Oh.
So I just want to let you know, it's been around a while. Australian woman wanted to avoid paying baggage fees on a flight, so she faked a baby bump using her carry-on items.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. Travel writer Rebecca Andrews provided a step-by-step guide on how she faked a pregnancy using the heaviest items that she packed, and included wearing something really stretchy, wrapping her electronics in satin, molding it to replicate a smooth bump, then layering clothing on top. She also put her laptop down her back to save carry-on weight. She managed to get through security, but once she reached her gate, she dropped her boarding pass, and when she bent down, an airport employee noticed the shape of her laptop on her back.
Yeah.
At that point, she admitted that she had triple layered to avoid the fee, but never copped to the fact that she was not really pregnant. So I saw one where there was a guy wearing like 15 shirts. It's like when you don't want to pay extra, so he just wore all of his shirts, one layer over another.
Huh.
Just pay the extra. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Have you ever had to go to the emergency room for something unexpected or embarrassing? Some folks on BuzzFeed have. One says, I broke my foot doing the put on skinny jeans dance, jumping up and down like an emo kid. The woman taking my x-rays told me that you better come up with a better story. I was at the ER last week for spraining my wrist while opening a lollipop.
Oh, wow.
One time I was making a birthday gift for my brother. I was using super glue. While I was squeezing the tube, some shot out into my eye. I had to go to the ER.
Oh, my gosh.
It said they cleaned it out immediately. Then I had to wait 7 hours for an exam. I sent my poor husband to the ER when he tickled me, and I struck my hand out of self-defense, unfortunately scratching his cornea with my fingernail. Eek. My now husband took me to the ER at midnight because I was crying hysterically and having a panic attack because a ladybug got stuck inside my ear. Spoiler alert, there was no ladybug when they looked. So she thought there was a ladybug in her ear, but there was not. There's more if you want to read them in the list on the list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Now your quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Walter Matthau. I always thought he seemed like a neat dude.
Yeah, me too.
He said, my doctor gave me 6 months to live, but when I couldn't afford to pay the bill, he gave me 6 more months. That is a great quote. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. If you come across a funny quote that you think would be worthy of being the quote of the day, you could submit it at the bottom of the page at JohnandHeidiShow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to JohnandHeidiShow.com. Again, JohnandHeidiShow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. This story's from last month, Heidi. Rare walrus calf found alone is rescued and receives round-the-clock cuddling sessions.
Aww.
Would you like to snuggle with a walrus?
Sure.
They're actually kind of cute. They're like, I don't know. They're just kind of chubby. I don't know, but there's something kind of snuggly about them. A rare Pacific walrus calf was admitted at the Alaska Sea Life Center after workers spotted the young walrus alone on Alaska's North Slope, a highly unusual location for a Pacific walrus. The Pacific walrus calf, estimated to be about a month old at the time. Walrus calves depend on maternal care for their first 2 years of life, and with no adult in the vicinity, it appears the wayward calf would not survive long without intervention. The center said it was the first walrus patient in 4 years, and only 1 of 10 walruses ever admitted to the center in their 25-year history. Their staff is currently following a 24-hour care regimen, which is more demanding than many other marine mammals require. A walrus is highly tactile and social animal, receiving near constant care from their mothers during the first 2 years of its life. To emulate the maternal closeness, around-the-clock cuddling is being provided to ensure the calf remains calm and develops in a healthy manner.
Adorable.
Calves tend to habituate quickly. What does that mean? To human care, and the staff reports he's already eating formula from a bottle.
So cute.
It is pretty doggone cute, and if you'd like to get an update, there's a thing on the bottom of the page. You can get like updates on their Facebook page. You can follow this calf on Twitter. Maybe not that, but I do have a link to all of it. Yeah, most likely. I have a link to all of it in the show notes for today at JohnandHeidiShow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.